Welcome back, dear students. So today we are going to start our new lesson, ratio and proportion. In your previous classes you might have learned about these lessons, that is ratio may be different and proportion. So let's start. Here I would like to give you first of all one example. Suppose you are having comparison of two children, that is in terms of their marks. So you can perform that comparison by subtracting their marks, either by saying that one person is having a less marks than other, or one is having a more marks than other. So the way of comparing the quantities of two things is called a ratio. So a ratio is a comparison of two or more quantities of the same kind using division. And here we are going to perform this way of comparing of quantities of two things by using division. Like suppose we are having 3 apples and 5 mangoes. What we are having? 3 apples and 5 mangoes. And suppose you want to compare them. So we want to compare their numbers. You can compare like that. Here apples are 2 less than mangoes, or you can say that mangoes is 2 more than the apples. So this is a what? A difference method. And you can say that number of apples divided by number of mangoes, that is 3 by 5. You can say 3 by 5. So this way, that is 3/5 of number of mangoes are the apples. So the way of comparing these quantities is called as what? A ratio method. So ratio method is very important for comparing in our daily life. So the ratio of the two quantities, say that quantities are A and B. So we can compare them. If they have same units, then you can write the ratio as A is to B. We'll use this colon symbol, or you can write down it as a by B here. So friends, the ratio two quantities of the A and B are the same in the kind. The same units is generally is written as A is to B or read as A by B. So here friends, you can say that the first term A is there. In the ratio A is to B, you can call this A as a first term, this B as a second term. So another name for the first term is antecedent, and the B is a second term, you can call it a consequent. So we'll move on. So in our daily life, we generally compare two things, like comparing the height of a two person. Very important thing, you cannot compare a height of a person with a weight of a person. No, the unit should be same. So height of a two persons you can compare, speed of two trains you can compare. We can come across terms like percentages, a ratio. So these are nothing but the comparing quantities, you can call it. So here if you want to see it in a example form, you can see here a ratio is a comparison between the quantities of the two things. Like here are the 3 triangles given and the 2 squares given. So you can write it ratio as 3 is to 2. What 3 is to 2? Triangle is to square. Always remember, if you change the order in the ratio, it completely goes different. Like 3 is to 2 is not same as 2 is to 3. They are a different. So here the 3 triangles and the 2 squares. To triangle 2 square, if you are seeing, that is a 3 is to 2. We are going to read it as a 3 is to 2. Or you can write it 3 by 2 and just simply 3 colon 2, that is 3 is to 2. You need to read like this. And if you change the order, if you write square to triangle, that it become 2 is to 3, which will be again different ratio. So now we'll see some very important facts about the ratio. So friends, very important facts are there in a ratio. The order of the terms is very important. Like as I stated just now, the ratio 2:3 is different from the ratio 3:2. And next point, since a ratio is a fraction, that a is to b, how can you write a by b? That means like a fraction form. So the ratio will remain unchanged if you are going to multiply it or divide it by the some non-zero number that is going to be same. Like here I am having 2:3, so I can write 2 by 3. 2:3, I can write 2 by 3, and here I have choose 3 to multiply. So I am multiplying with 3 in numerator and in denominator. So I am going to get here 3 2s are 6 and 3 3s are 9. That is 6:9. Friends, this 6:9, if you again cut 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9, you is again going to get 2:3. That is the original ratio. So that means a ratio is a fraction and the ratio will remain unchanged if each term of the ratio is multiplied or divided by the same non-zero number. Ratios exist between the quantities of the same kind. This is very important, the same kind. As in the definition also we are using, a ratio is a comparison of two or more quantities of the same kind using division. Like there is no ratio exists between a height of a child and a weight of a child. That is are the two different kind of things. So such ratio does not exist. So to find a ratio between quantities of the same kind, the same unit should be there. Suppose if you are measuring the height of one child in meter and you are comparing another child of height, that should be also in meter, not in centimeter or not in another unit. So meter like this you can compare, gram like this you can compare. So units of the same kind should be there. And finally the ratio is again a number, that is a by b. So 3:2, if suppose it is the ratio, so it does not having any kind of units because these are the numbers. Again, a ratio a by b or a:b, you can get it in a lowest term. Lowest term how? That a by b should have their HCF that is of 1 only, means you can reduce them. You need to write them in a standard form. Standard form of a ratio or simplest form should be there. Next we'll see one example here. A ratio is said to be in a simplest form if the lowest of the term, that is if two quantities of the ratio have no common factor, that is only their HCF is going to be 1. For example, you can see here ratio of, you need to take out of a 36 kg to 24 kg, 36 to 24. So friends, here you can see that a ratio you need to find out both are in the kg, they are in the same kind and the same units are there. So you can take out 36 is to 24, and you can see these are not in standard form. You need to find out again, so you can see it carefully, they both are going to be divisible by 12. So you need to divide them by 12. So here as in the procedure you can see both the numerator and denominator are going to be divided by the 12. So after dividing by 12 you will get a 3 by 2 or 3:2. So this 3:2, now their HCF, if you see there is only one common factor, again reduce or the simplification is not possible. So this is a final ratio. So you can get it the simplest form or reduced form of the ratio. Hope you have understood it. Thank you.